Thank everybody for their prayers. I've had a lot of assistance in the spirit realm. With that being said, these things, fortunately, they were able to get taken out of a lot of my. Let me just say that I want to thank everybody for doing a lot of energy work on me. These things are getting blocked left and right in the spirit realm from being able to get in me and all of that. They got blocked from a lot of my timelines. With that being said, the situation is getting even worse. These things are talking about taking my soul out of my body so that they can torment me forever. The situation is very, very serious and it's deadly. These things are extremely deadly. Roach attachments do not like it when you start to move them out of your body and you start to get away from them. They start to get extremely desperate and they get extremely vicious. And the lead entity that's spearheading all of this is Baron Samedi from my original timeline on August the 22nd, 2022. He's actually woke the consciousnesses of a lot of the entity attachments that I have attached to me into being a lot meaner, trickier, a lot more vicious and insane, and a lot more entitled to my body and to feed off of me. And I've been getting a lot of spiritual abetment left and right. And he installed an entity attachment called, what's his name? Baron Samedi, the roach attachment to harass the shit out of me. He's tried putting them in my my family lines, my timelines, and all of that. And these things are literally talking about destroying me. And it's because Baron Samedi, they're tightening some around my crown chakra. And it's because Baron Samedi helped to steal my timeline going back to August the 22nd, 2022. He's actually been working with the young, working with the person who stole my body, my physical body. I got replaced on August 22nd, 2022. Rosie, a young white woman, to keep me out of my body. So he's been getting extremely desperate to not just keep me out of my timeline, but keep me really, really stuck and from, being able to use my spiritual abilities to defeat this curse. I've been wiped clean of everybody, roach attachments that he's done placed back into me that were formerly David and Barbara Rayna's. It's a mess. I hear these things conspiring right now, to destroy me and keep me stuck. And it's just, it's going to take an active, it's just, the damage to my spirit body is just, Baron Samedi has really destroyed my life. He was instrumental in allying with them two evil sorcerers, Barbara and David Rayna, against me. I can't even think anymore. They've been eating all my consciousness and don't want me to get it back. My consciousness is like, my head, my spirit head is like this. That's how bad it is. You know, the strange thing about it is that I notice with these entities is that they all have the same voice and all of that. They all have very, very similar voices. So they're coming from somewhere, from the same source. I don't know. I sense it's Baron Samedi working alongside David and Barbara Rayner. That's, you know, because they want to keep my gifts and all of that. That's just instrumental in destroying me, man. I mean, I'm being gained up on by fucking two fucking evil ass people. Actually, three evil ass people, but two main evil ass people mainly. And some evil ass spirits in the, a bunch of evil ass spirits in the spirit realm. You know, I've been stripped of all of my abilities, my powers, and all of that. And the more I start to escape these things, the more indignant and the more vicious that they become about me feeding them, like they feel entitled to something. And I've been trying to fight these things alone since forever. You know, I've had help from God, Archangel Michael, and all of that. You know, these things are, you know, both within me and around me. I mean, you know, I can hear them talking about how I have no soul left. They started eating that. And that's scary. That's going to bring me closer to death. I can't believe how fucking evil Baron Samedi is. But Baron Samedi's an evil motherfucker. And they keep, when I'm getting like tinnitus in my left ear, you know, it's like every time I start to get better and these things start to, you know, get caught off me, the worse it gets. And I'm scared to do anything because the minute I do, they discover something on my body that they could take over or fuck with. You know, I make a mistake to them, and it's hard not to make a mistake with this. You know, it's my body. It's like stepping on a landmine. You know, they can somehow see into, you know, my thoughts, my mind, and the spirit world. These things, these roach attachments, and they know my next fucking move, and so I can't. You know, it's like I don't feel safe in my own fucking body, and that's scary. That's extremely scary. That's why my eyes look the way they do, all bruised and stuff, because I'm getting bruised in the spirit realm by these things. And they look all lifeless and dead, you know. You know, I just can't believe that I'm at this point in my life. You know, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. They have a couple of other entities that they've dispatched against me that are like just pure fucking evil. And the fight is just overwhelming. I can't do it alone anymore. I can't do it alone. It's hard. It's very, very hard for me. It's like these are just real psychopathic entities. They're crazy. grave, causing people horror and damage and mayhem in their lives. And just, it's not just a matter of creating chaos. I mean, they eat people's souls, they eat your consciousness, you know, they eat the cheap things that can make you dead when they eat it. And that's very scary. That's a very scary prospect for my life to come to this point. I don't deserve this shit. This is an evil, sadistic, sinister ass curse that God placed upon me, man. It's very fucking evil. These things are lowly and rotten. And I've had it on me for way too long, and you know, ignoring them and all of that's hard. You know, every time I try not to listen to them, it's like something is constantly keeping me tuned into their realm and around them. Every time I try not to listen to them, it's hard. It's very, very hard. I can hear them telling me to shut up and not talk about it. David and Barbara Rainer, and you know, like me talking about them. Samedi don't like it either. He tried fucking with the people in my bloodline who got his powers and abilities. So I don't have shit to fight him back. And it's not just any Baron Samedi, it's the one from our original timeline, August 22nd, 2022. All that shit about he loves kids and all of that is a falsehood. It's false. He don't love kids and all of that. He stole my soul that had my powers going back to when I was age 16. And he installed something called Baron Samedi, the roach attachment, to you know, basically attach itself to me and hound me for the rest of my life, along with two roach attachments that are tied to my nasal cavity. There's actually a bunch more, but they got removed early this morning. They were easy. I feel some trying to get into my nasal cavity. It's like, this is a curse that will never fucking end. And it's meant to make you helpless and not be able to get back on your feet and fight back, you know, because it's something that's put within you. And on the outskirts, you know, they do their curse in a very clever fucking way, very sadistic, evil ass fucking manner. They tie these things to your timelines, to your bloodline. They'll trick you into thinking that what they call roach attachments are your ancestors. In some cases they are. They got turned into roach attachments. Sometimes they're not. Then they confuse the fuck out of you too. You know, you can't tell what is what. You know, their job is not to help you. You know, it's to feed off of you. Then they get an attitude. They get very nervous. They get pissed when they're not able to feed off of you anymore, and they try to attack you. You know, it's sad to me to see. You know, I'm gonna talk about it more in another video. That original timeline. I saw my dad sleeping on the stoop, just like these roach attachments. And even I heard in the spirit realm Baron Samedi talking about, you know, I overheard somehow he's able to see what I'm going through. Him and David Rainer and Barbara Rainer, two people in physical bodies, and they're laughing their asses off at me. And I hear this all the time from these spirits, you know, and that torments me. You know, they get off on saying shit like that so that they can feed off of that. No sympathy whatsoever, just an extremely sadistic, evil ass motherfucking curse. They've made entity attachments out of people who tried to help me in the past. Not physical people living, but spirit people. And I can constantly hear them talk about that their plan for the trajectory of my life is to stay homeless and go insane, man. And that was, you know, from what I understand, Baron Samedi from that original timeline's ultimate master plan. And these things have me crying every single fucking day, and I hear from these things that them 2 roach attachments that be in my nose, they have me crying in my motherfucking sleep. I can't get any peace. I can't find any peace, and it's scary. It's like these things, I can't have my own consciousness without these things seeing that as a way to attack me and fuck me up. And this is just, it's really getting to me. You know, I've had my chakras released from me. I can feel it. I've had my spiritual powers taken away from me just now. What they call Baron Samedi, the roach attachment, tried to take away my throat chakra.